Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Greg, your co-host to the Grilling to Get Away podcast, and I'm here with my buddy
Hey, what's that, everyone? This is Ben.
Ben. Week 2 out there in Rhode Island. How's it going, man?
It's still here, buddy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
Obviously, you're not working hard. You got time to jump on here with me. Everybody was asking me over the weekend. I was at Ribfest. Where's Ben? I was like, well, I think he's on vacation with the Navy.
I bet. I'm sure
He's
that's
on a
exactly what you said.
he's on a cruise somewhere.
Cruise, yeah, man. Just out
Yeah,
splashing about in the ocean.
yeah, yeah. Doing the Macarena with on the floor. With the rest of the crew.
Yeah, a lot of Mai Tais, my favorite.
Mm-hmm. No, no, but how's it going out there?
It's good. It's starting to get a little hot. We're up in the 90s today, man. It's real humid, but there's a nice
Yeah.
breeze. It's not too bad.
Yeah, it's been scorching here lately. Real humid as well. A lot of rain in the evenings, and then the days have been like just like 80s, 90s. So it's just all that humidity.
Yeah, it's perfect, man. Just pop the meat right on the grill and leave the lid off and let it roll.
It's funny you say that because on our socials, I posted on Friday, I think it was like, what are you grilling this weekend? And I had a few people say it's too hot to grill.
Huh. Okay.
So I was like, is it really too hot to grill? Like, I'd rather do it outside than, cook inside. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get like the oven going. And, oh man.
Yeah.
It's it's not ideal, Greg.
Yeah, and you're saving. You think you're saving some coals too, like right, because it's
Oh
so
yeah,
hot. Even
absolutely.
just throw it right on there. If it's I know in like Arizona and stuff.
You cook an
It's
egg on the sidewalk.
yeah,
Yeah.
cook some cookies on your dashboard. But no, I thought that was interesting. It's a couple people said I'm not grilling anything. It's too hot. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, man.
I
Teach
didn't
your
think
own.
that was possible. Yeah,
No,
but
I'm with you, man. Like even when it's hot like this, like I would totally rather get the grill rolling and like outside than turn something on inside.
yeah, yeah.
And like you said too, like, man, this is a great time, like, to do some of those bigger cooks, right? Like, because like you said, you're just gonna save on the fuel.
Right. Yeah. You're not going to need as much to heat it up
No,
or to keep it hot at the temp.
yeah,
Well, yeah, I
right. It's
guess
gonna
it's,
maintain so well.
yeah, that it's like, that's another nuance to it. We talk about cold weather here, maybe, hot weather. We need to do a podcast on hot weather grilling.
Yeah, yeah, we could.
Um, yeah, that'd be interesting to see if there's any differences. I mean, aside from just, maybe it being so hot that you don't need as much fuel, maybe there's some other things that we're not even thinking about.
Yeah, and plus like the humidity and stuff, how much that plays in a factor and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point.
From coast to coast.
Yeah. Yeah. But man, it was a scorcher out there and at Elkhorn for the past 4 or 5 days. But a good time, man, a good time. Missed you out there. We had a lot of people come up to us at the booth. This is our 4th year back,
That's
and
crazy, isn't it?
it is, man. It just seems like yesterday we were just starting out.
Yeah,
And a lot of people coming back, just saying, "Hey, you guys are the reason. Like we're coming out here so I can get my stuff, and talk to you guys." People listen to the podcast, coming back, saying, "Hey, listen to the podcast, love it." Gentleman that we talked to last year came up again this year. He said, "Hey, I listened to the podcast you did with Steven Reichland. That's awesome. Love to see it."
good
And then,
friend.
I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but we talked to him last year, and the year before they have our green koozies, and they always bring them. And him and his wife and his friends, they always come out and say hi to us. So I brought some of our orange koozies out there, so I gave him a couple.
Reloaded. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, and a bunch of other people came up and talked to us, and it's like seeing your old friends again every year. So it was a good time. A lot of people asking where you were. Um, I said you'd be back at State Fair, and a lot of people said, "Great, we'll stop by and see you." So be looking forward to that. Um,
Perfect.
Yeah, man. So it was a good time. Good time. Always a good time to be out there at Ribfest. A lot of good people. Our friends Jason and Matt over at Reaper Company were out there doing their thing for veterans. So they came over and they make sure to check on me. Battle buddies. Make sure I was doing good. You must have talked to them because they were bringing me food. Um,
Man,
yeah, just looking out. A lot of people checking in on me because they knew you weren't going to be there. So shout out to all those people that stopped by, to make sure I was doing okay. And I appreciate that.
good man. I know you can barely tie your shoes without me there. So
That's why I got the slip-ons, Ben. This
yeah.
time I had slip-ons. And
Good, good.
you must have been talking with the bathroom attendants too, because they were stopping by the booth to check on me, man.
Oh, good. Yeah. See, I tell all my friends,
Yeah,
all my
tell all
friends
your
out
friends.
there.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, a lot of fun. It's those are long days, but it's always a good time to be out there. A lot of good food from what I was seeing. I didn't really get a chance to partake too much. I know Mr. Greens was out there again this year. They're local favorite. I think they won last year. The competition between like all the big ones. And there was a new one out there that was called like I think Carolina King.
Okay.
Um, and when I was talking to people, because when they come up and they talk, and I ask, "Oh, which one did you get? Which did you think were pretty good?" Everybody said Carolina King, like the
Hmm.
ribs. The ribs were good. So I'm not sure who won. I'll have to look that up out of the competition for like the voting. But everybody I talked to kind of said the same thing. Like Mr. Greens was good, and then the Carolina King had really good ribs, and I think the comment was that they were meatier.
Well,
They
there
had
you go. There's your
they had
answer right
meat
there.
on them. Yeah, yeah,
Tells you everything you need to know right there, buddy.
yep, yep. So good time, man. Always a good time. Um, Wish you could have been out there, but I know you'll be back here shortly. Um, did you get a chance to do anything out that way? Partake into any of the local food or anything?
And not really. I mean, we've been pretty busy, pretty steady. I've done a couple of local places. I was told, I asked one guy about like pizza, and his answer, like, one of the guys who's active duty who lives here, he was like, "Oh man, there's no good pizza around here. They don't know how to do pizza." I was like, "What do you mean? They put the cheese on the bottom? Like, what are you talking about?" But no, man, like I had pizza, I think on like Sunday night, so it was good. Tasted like pizza. It was delicious. So I guess to each their own. Um, there's a ton of I'm kind of in like a weird area, man. So getting down into like Newport area, like downtown, kind of by the docks and stuff is it's always packed down there. And I guess parking's like $25, Greg. And you know me,
Jeez, yeah,
I'm paying 25 bucks for parking with you, crazy.
that's
You know?
crazy.
Yeah. So man, no, I haven't really tested out kind of too much of the local food. I've gotten some Mexican food. It's been delicious.
Okay.
Yeah, there's this one place here called Baja's, and Greg, they do like these giant um like burrito bowls, and
Yeah.
it's like Subway, where you tell them like you get the rice, and then you can pick whatever protein you want. Like I was talking to one guy, he's like, yeah, sometimes I'll get like two or three proteins. I'm like, man, you get the meat sweats, like,
Yeah.
geez. He's like, yeah, I wake up in the middle of the night and my stomach's just like, oh,
Yeah, that's your body telling you something, buddy.
yeah, yeah. Like, probably a bad idea, but hey, man,
Yeah,
teach their own.
yeah.
So, yeah, man, so I had that. It was pretty good. You can load those bulls up, like, I mean, load them up, and because the guy who I talked to who told me about this place was telling me how he's like, yeah, by the time like they're done, they can barely close the lid, and it's awesome. Like, yeah, okay. Um, but no, man, nothing too crazy. I've talked to a lot of people who have had like kind of gotten the lobster. Like, I don't, no one's they've talked about like some fresh seafood and stuff, but kind of where I'm at, there isn't like kind of a ton like right here.
Okay. So you just been kind of hitting up the local chow hall.
Um, I mean, yeah, man, I've gone to the galley, pretty much every day for lunch because that's free, Greg. So,
Yeah, free 99. That's what we
yep,
love. Yep.
it's my favorite.
Hmm.
And also like it's not too bad. It's probably one of the better galleys I've been to. Um, but no, man, like I haven't really talked like I've kind of asked like a lot of people like kind of where to go and I don't know. No one had any like kind of crazy recommendations and stuff. So all right, well, kind of find some stuff out on my own, I guess. But
Hmm.
we'll see what happens the rest of the week.
Well, good man. Well, I hope you do get a chance to at least get some local fare out there. Interested to see what you learn and can bring back potentially for us here, like recipes and stuff. So you know, but I know you're on a mission there. So you guys you had to be out in the field at all, where you got to do like MREs and stuff. Meals ready to eat. At all.
Um, no, no, I haven't had to do anything like that. We've had a few guys have gone out on like the boat a few times.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm not sure about if they've had to do MRAs or not. I'll have to
Okay.
ask. I'll have to ask.
Yeah.
Because it seems like they're out there for like you going on the boat like you're going out for like a while.
Right.
So
Yeah, I'd be interested to.
make it
Yeah,
worth your time.
I'd be interested to hear too about like what the food's like on the boat. Because I was never on a ship. I
Oh,
was.
these are small, man. Like
Oh,
these
these
are
are okay.
yeah, these are nothing like not like, you know, DDGs or,
Oh,
destroyers,
okay.
nothing like that. These are kind of your small local like security type boats, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the unit I'm assigned to, Greg. That's what they specialize in is the smaller boats.
Okay. Okay. Sounds like maybe like next time you'll have to like pack away like a mini grill, and bring it with you.
Man, I'm telling you, yeah, something. Um, I have to do something.
Hmm.
I'm getting the itch, Greg, and
I bet, man. I bet.
can't
Like me
can't
too.
do,
Like
do a
I've
lot
been
about
like
it.
yeah, I've been running, so like I haven't been had a chance to grill since the last time we talked. So I'm trying to think and maybe squeeze something in today or tomorrow because then on Wednesday I'm back out there at the
Yeah,
Waukesha County Fair. So it's even though it's hot, it's good grilling weather.
that's great, man.
Hmm.
Because who knows how long it's gonna last,
I know, right? Yeah, it's
Got to get it in while you can.
for sure, for sure. Well, we got here in Milwaukee, we got the RNC is in town, so the
Yeah.
Republican National Convention's in town here.
You
Everything's
should
all
be up
jammed
there on
up.
the sidewalk, man, with your Weber just slinging hot dogs or something.
Yeah, I'm sure I could get security clearance for that
Hey,
right
you never
about now.
know.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. You're
Yeah.
just a crazy guy. Look at this clown.
Well, man, think about what I could do, how I could maneuver in there, with some hot dogs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Yeah, absolutely.
And bring some pocket dogs and bribe some people off.
Yeah.
Some crazy stuff, man. I saw at Ribfest, dude. Though, like, what? The one thing I didn't see at Ribfest, Ben, that we see everywhere else we go.
What's that?
Take,
Pickles?
take a exactly. There was
Oh my
zero
God.
pickles.
Man.
We could crush it if we brought some pickles.
Write that down for next year,
Write
Greg.
that down. Pickles.
Yeah.
Um,
Just get your garden going, man. Come on.
I know. I did not see one single pickle. So
Well,
that's an
that's a
untapped
shame.
market.
Yeah,
Because everywhere else we go, it's just pickles everywhere. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I know what you mean. It's insane. And
yeah,
so
right
you're gonna have
there.
to go back and edit this, man, because we don't want to share the
We don't
secret.
want to share that because somebody's gonna come out there with some pickles and just crush
Yeah,
it.
great.
Well, if you do that, 10% goes to finder's fee.
Absolutely. Yeah. You're welcome.
Uh, yeah, yeah. But I saw aside from like the ribs and stuff, a lot of people doing brisket sandwiches. I heard they were kind of like on a greasy side, so not the best. But a lot of folks I saw had like those potato, um, like those curly potatoes, where they just like
Yeah.
it's like a accordion or like a
Yeah,
big
like this almost like a string, right? Like they just kind
yeah.
of yeah.
Lots of those, lots of French fries and nachos too.
Mm.
Um,
Nachos at Ribfest.
Yeah. People like, because when people would come up and talk to me, and they, sometimes they'd have food with them and a lot of nachos, because I had some of the hot sauce left, so I had the green sauce out there, and people were like, "Well, this go good on fries?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." I was like, "Well, I'm gonna go get some fries." And I'm like, "Okay, here you go." um,
Do they buy
yeah,
it or do they just try it?
no, they bought it. Yeah,
Oh, good.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Surprisingly, a lot of the dry stuff moved well. Not so much the sauces.
That's not too surprising, man. I think like typically that's kind of how it goes. We get a lot of people that love the dry stuff,
Yeah,
and the wet stuff is usually optional. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. Um, so yeah, I mean, again, our top seller out there was a sweet heat. Really good on ribs and pork, so a lot of people bought that. I think second though, the garlic one, people bought that one. People coming back, this year, they're like the garlic one's our favorite, so they would buy like two or three of them.
Ooh,
And then our newest one, the savory one, um, did really well out there. A lot
nice.
of
Yeah.
people, like, if they didn't really like the heat of like the sweet heat, they love like the sweetness of the savory one, like the St. Louis style one. So they would grab that one too. So
Nice. That's
um,
awesome.
yeah. And I talk to people like, what do you like to cook? A lot of people, ribs was always, pork shoulders. And then, what do you have for beef or brisket? A lot of people doing briskets and stuff like that. Nothing crazy out of the box, I don't think, that I heard this time. Um, but yeah, a lot of people just continue like either buying, pellet grills or whatever, just, bought a new one, or they're looking for something for their Blackstone or their flat top. So
Man,
it's like
Greg, yeah.
a continued
Speaking of
theme
that,
I hear.
dude, yeah, that's crazy, man. I was kind of looking at like a golf tournament, and like it was coming down to the end, or I was watching, I remember it was like highlights or something on like Saturday evening, and it went to a commercial, buddy, and it was for a Blackstone that said like this is the official grill of the PGA or something like that. And I was like, no way. Like it was a commercial for like the 19th hole, right? Like they're
Yeah.
something like that. Man, I was get out of here. It's like the sound of the 19th hole, the official grill of the PGA or something. I was like, oh, okay, well,
Yeah, it's
interesting.
interesting, man. Like when we first started, man, it was just Traeger, right? It was just Traeger, like these
Hey, yeah,
pellet grills was like the official, grill of whatever. And now it's like now it's like the Blackstone, right? That's crazy.
yeah, yeah, man. So that's interesting. What were kind of what were they saying about like the ribs? Because typically when we're out there, we hear a lot of, "Well, I can make better ribs than those ones." Did you get a
Yeah,
lot of
so
that this year?
yeah. Yeah, I mean, we kind of hear the same thing every year. Not that good, it was a long wait, expensive.
Expensive.
Somebody that follows us, Gary, he came up to the booth on Sunday yesterday, and he came out to visit us at the Milwaukee Sports Show. We talked to him for a while, and he came back out because he follows us. He might listen to the podcast, but he gets our newsletter, so that's how he knows where we're going to be at. And he had never been out there, and he came out there, so he came up to the booth first. He asked me kind of what I recommended, and I told him kind of what other people were telling me. Mr. Green's, the Carolina King, and he went out there and got some from the Carolina one. I think, or maybe that line was too long, so he went to someone else. But he came back and he said, "You know what? I can make better stuff in my backyards with your guys' help. With the seasonings that you guys have." I was like, "That's awesome. That's great. That's what we
Love to
want.
hear that. Yeah.
That's the goal, is that we give you the tools that you can then go do it yourself, right?
Mhm.
So you can. And some people came up and be like, "Man, I wish I had time to do it myself," or I wish I could learn how. Obviously then we talked to them about, we got the podcast, we got a newsletter, recipes and tips and website and all that kind of stuff. But no, that was awesome to hear, Gary come back after he had tried some. He's like, "You know what, I can make better ones in my backyard with some of the stuff that you guys give me, than they do out there." And I was like, "Man, that's awesome. That's what we
Yeah.
love to hear."
Yeah. And there's again, like I know we say this every year too, and like there's a lot to be said when you're making one, two, three, four, maybe five racks compared to 500,
Yeah, yeah, and
but
that's true. Um, and I think it's more, yeah, for like yeah, it's like a commercial kitchen, right? They got the big ovens and smokers in the back and stuff like that, and they're just doing them ahead of time, and
mhm.
um, it's a numbers game, right? You hope that you make enough good ones that you can get good votes, so then you have another trophy to put up on your big, huge plaque banner thing that goes around your tent.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, nah, but like you said too, dude, I mean, it's always a good time out there. People always, people get after it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we had a couple of people come up and ask us if if we do anything like that, and we're like, no, not really. But then we had a couple of people that are thinking, because they have a backyard competition there as well. They have amateurs that do their cooking. I think it's on Saturday, maybe it's Sunday, but a couple of veterans that are thinking about doing it next year, and asked if maybe if we wanted to provide like the sauces or seasonings or anything like that. I was like, if you guys do it, we would be happy to give you some stuff. But
For
yeah,
to be part of Ribfest.
like the backyard amateur cooking competition.
Okay,
Yeah, not like the commercial stuff.
sure.
Um,
Okay. I
yeah,
was
because
like,
they have
dang,
like
man, they're just gonna jump all in on that.
no, like yeah, they have like a backyard competition. That's part of Ribfest, like it's a 1 day thing. So I said, yeah, man, if you guys enter and you want to do it, and you guys are looking to, you know, support, and it would be happy to, maybe donate a few rubs or whatever, some sauces, throw them on there and see how you do. Um, but yeah, I had some other people come up from Illinois come up to me and said, hey, I'm doing like competition in a couple weeks, and they picked up some rubs, and they're like, you know what, if this stuff wins, I'll be ordering some more. I was like, well, good luck. There you go. Should be good.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So yeah, no, just a good time out there. Always a good time to talk and barbecue and stuff. A lot of great faces coming back up for the fourth year in a row. So always a good time. Next year, you and me will be back out there again. Um, doing our thing. So
You're number five, buddy.
yeah, fifth year in a row.
Yep.
So all right, man. Well, I appreciate you taking time to jump on. I know this was a quick one again. Once you get back next week, we'll do a full episode, and we'll dig deeper into the topic um, that we'll want to share. I think we're coming up here, on our barbecue competition too, coming up as Labor Day. So then, maybe we could start, talking about some other things, maybe like sausages, like on the grill or something like that.
A lot of options, man.
Yeah, believe it or not, we'll be into fall grilling soon.
Don't say that. Let's enjoy the summer for a bit while we got it, huh?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
mid July, man. So still plenty of time for enjoy these summer months and man, yeah, just tailgating and going out to the beach and grilling and stuff, man. Like I think it was last summer where I've seen this more and more, Greg, but like guys that have like this like a setup on their boat like for a grill and stuff, which is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it like hangs off the side, right?
Yeah, man. Like I've seen, yeah, just kind of. I don't even know if it hangs off the side. Like I've seen them too, where it's just like it's right there on the deck.
Yeah, well,
You
there
got
you go.
options.
Yeah,
So,
there you go. All right, man. Well, take care one more week out there, and then we'll get you back in the basement studio next week, and
looking
we'll
forward
pick a
to it.
couple winners for this month. We missed the past couple, but we'll pick a couple winners for our weekly giveaway.
Catch back up.
Yeah, catch back up, and then yeah, we'll just
Yeah, because this is the
we'll
perfect
get
time, man. We're doing the spicy, right? The
yeah,
hot
spicy.
pack.
Yeah,
So it's
yep,
hot. It's hot
sure,
outside. Here you
sure
go.
is, man.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah. All right, man. We'll take care out there, and we'll talk to you again next week.
All right, sounds good, man. Take it
All
easy.
right, cheers.